Okay. Yeah, well, looks like we're good. How's it going, varlets? Alright, this is Rosario Rivas, attaché to Inquisitor Marco of the Old Hereticus, and welcome to Looking Cute and Play Some Games. I'm coming at you live from the grim dark future, currently broadcasting from the High Road of Virago. Theme music for the stream is Chords Elemental Hope by the venerable Lucas Adam Bell. We won't have any other music other than the actual soundtrack for this game, so I won't be saying the rest. And today we're continuing to play Tales of Iron. This game has been a lot of fun to play. Last week was a little stressful near the end. I had to finish the stream, but also fighting a boss. I was like really quiet in that last bit, so hopefully you weren't too bothered by that. Let me make sure that the audio for the game is coming through. There it is. Alright, so yeah, without further ado, let's continue the adventures of King Reggie. Hopefully you varlets have been enjoying that. And we have God Emperor Man saying salutation. Greetings, my Omnisire. How goes things? Ready for a little bit of scavity action? And 1 second, I just realized I gotta set something up. Alright, hopefully that's working. Yeah, I think so. Alright, back to the game. Let's see if I remember how to play again. Alright, the God Emperor Man says, fair, just got through with repairing the breach that was unexpectedly caused by Gelt stealing the copper wires. Ooh, I'm not sure what that's referencing to, but it doesn't sound good. There's a save next to the save next to the save. This really gave me last boss fight vibe, should I say.
Even in the fog slime and its stench of death, it felt good to be fighting with his brother at his side.
Let's do this. Already getting slapped. Yeah, it's coming a little choppy right now. Hopefully it's nothing due to the settings here. They got a promises fracking ads. Yeah, sorry. It's how we pay the bills around here. I'm thinking maybe those settings did not help. Okay, we'll try something else here. Okay, hopefully that does it. If not, I might have to get rid of that setting altogether. Because it's not helping me right now. It's making the game a little glitchy. So hopefully we can get past that. Okay, I think it worked. But we will have to try again. Okay, yeah, I think it worked. There we go, finally got to hit it. Eat it, you dirty slun!
No, that wouldn't believe it. Everything the evil frogs had taken from him. His father, his friend, his king. They wouldn't take his brother. And they wouldn't take him.
Ooh, that was a tough hit. Ah. Ooh, no, he got me good. Got him. Oh, I think he went done dead. Ah, I almost had him. Okay, I think we're doing good. Let's keep doing that good. One, two, three. No, oh, I can only do one. Come on.
No, you wouldn't believe it. Everything the evil frogs had taken from him, his father, his friend, his kingdom. They wouldn't take his brother, and they wouldn't take him.
Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, I was doing good. I almost had him there too. Kinda have his trick. Oh, nope. Nope, this has been a terrible run. Terrible run.
No, Reggie wouldn't believe it. Everything the evil frogs had taken from him, his father, his friend, his kingdom. They wouldn't take his brother, and they wouldn't take him.
Oh, come on! That wasn't fair. Come on, we got this, we got this, we got this. I kinda want to restart now. I think just due to the fact he's a little bit more equipped in this part of the stage, it makes it a little more difficult.
No, you wouldn't believe it. Everything the evil frogs had taken from him. His father, his friend, his kingdom. They wouldn't take his brother. And they wouldn't take him.
Ooh, you dirty bastard! Ah, come on! Almost had him. Ah, no, got cocky there. Ah! No, I'm done. Okay, I gotta really get a good handle of this first phase. This first phase is what's killing me. This first phase and the last phase. Those other two phases in the middle, they're pretty easy. But it's this first and second phase that are just really getting me.
wouldn't believe it. Everything the evil frogs had taken from him. His father, his friend, his king. They wouldn't take his brother. And they wouldn't take him.
Yes! Hammer time!
The war chief was dead, and the kingdom saved. But what did it matter if his brother was gone?
Come on, dear brother, get up! Yay, he's okay! Alright, he just gave me that. We gotta equip it. Wait, is this supposed to be... Oh, no, but it weighs a lot more. But I can't take it off. I can't not equip it, I guess. I'm sailing away.
The rat folk rejoiced to have their king home. They had prepared for Reggie's coronation in the throne room. They had been sure he would return to them. To Reggie, it was a bittersweet victory. He had proved himself, but it came at a cost higher than gold.
This art is just so beautiful. I love how cute everything is. I think we did it, Varlets. I don't think there's anything else. Yep. And we got J-Ray saying, what's up? Well, I think we beat the game. That's what's up, J-Ray. Let me dress a little bit more for the occasion here. If we got anything a little bit more kingly. not kingly. Not quite kingly. And Jerry says congrats, haha. Yeah, thanks. How you been? What you been up to? How's your week been? There we go. This looks a little bit more kingly. Weighs a ton, but hopefully that won't matter too much. Jerry says very boring for me, just trying to get my brother to take my Tyranid models. Why boring, and why are you trying to get your brother to take your Tyranid models? Okay, we're all up on our, what's it called? All our weapons. I think we got everything. Jerry says, boring because I have the same routine. I rather said he wanted them, but won't pick them up, lol. Okay, got it. I guess I have to equip the sword.
It was the start of a true golden age, free of the scourge of frog spawn. Working with the molefolk below, they built a new kingdom of steam and industry and wonder. But that is, as they say, a tale for another time.
But yeah, we beat it. Nice. This was such a great game. I definitely recommend it to anybody who likes these kind of Souls-like games. It's a definite buy. I definitely recommend it. I love the art style, love the gameplay. The gameplay was really nice and fluid. It never felt clunky. So I think this is definitely a good purchase for anybody who likes the kind of games. And the aesthetic is just so adorable. But yeah, Jerry, sorry about your brother. Are the Tyranid models you have already painted, or are they just in a box? And there's a voice of the narrator, Doug Cockle, aka Geralt of Rivia himself. I wonder if there's anything after the game, like any other kind of a gameplay or quest or something? Maybe even a cutscene of some kind, because I know there's a part 2. I don't have the part 2, so we won't be able to play it together. But, yeah.
The greatest threat was conquered. But Reggie wondered if there were any tasks he'd left unfinished, or foes left undefeated. Now was the time to be sure.
Okay, let's see. According to the map, there's at least 2 different things that we can do, so we're not done with the game just yet. Jerry says painted up and varnished and ready to play my Tyranids arm. No, hold on, I gotta say that right. Painted up and varnished and ready to play my Tyranids arm. That's my best attempt at a Yoda. 20 Turbogots, 2 Ripper Swarms, 3 Venom Troughs, and a partridge in a pear tree. But it sounds like a pretty good list there. Huh.
A new
Okay,
notice
it's
on
over
the
here.
quest board. A band of musicians have disappeared after a long night regaling the Crimson Keep with their drinking songs. Whether they wanted to be regaled or not. Rex, the band's frontfriend, would know more.
Okay, famous for her big hair and bigger voice, the bard Amy Squeakmouse has gone missing in the crypts. Amy Squeakmouse, aka Amy Winehouse. I mean, not to sound too morbid, but we know what happened to the real Amy, quote-unquote, Squeakmouse, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Well, let's go ahead and get changed up. And Jerry says 420 esoteric connection made, lol. Yeah, I know, right? Because as much as I dig the kingly armor, I don't feel like it's, well, maybe I should go around. Let me at least wear the helmet one. No, I gotta keep rocking the hammer. That hammer is just too powerful to pass up. And let's switch that sword for the katana. The katana weighs a lot less. And the katana is, well, the two-headed weapon is not something I'll be using a lot anyway. I'm mostly using the hammer because, again, all the damage the hammer does. So I think we can go around like this. So we got that proper king look. While still being in active king.
With peace restored to the kingdom, Doug organized a grand tournament in Reggie's honor. As tradition decrees, a new king must prove his worth before all the realms.
We got a squirrels.
The Crimson Keep was playing host to the traveling squirrel folk on their annual pilgrimage to the Bright Fir. They honored the young king with an invite to their Leaf's Fall Festival, the first outsider to be asked to this mysterious gathering in generations. Reggie was pleased to take some time away from battle to experience the wonder of the Great Golden Woods.
Yes, we do have a new level. We have the Bright Fir Forest. We gotta continue the mission of Amy Squeak Mouse. But yeah, we'll stay in town, or at least in the Crimson Fort for now. Let's find out what happened to Amy Squeakmore.
Rex the Bard looked nervous. He'd found the crypt gates open. No amount of fermented bug juice would see him go in, but his bandmates were not always so wise. The young king didn't hesitate. Reggie's head was pained from the drinking and the noise of last night, but he'd still found his bed. What had these young bards found?
I'm all out of ammo. Wait. Maybe I should have stocked up before starting this. Oh wait, here we go. Now we're stocked up. Okay, now to find Amy Squeakmouse.
Several empty bug brew bottles littered the floor, a sure sign of bards. Reggie was getting closer.
Uh-oh. I hate it when I can't hit it from there. Got him. Because we're still close to the bug juice dispenser, might as well make the most of it. Can't believe as a king I still have to go find people. Okay, is that a new area? think it is. I don't think I've ever been here before. No, I have. Weird. I guess it's a new door. Okay, so she's down there.
Amy had taken refuge by an old statue and was getting some much-needed shut-eye. Reggie only meant to wake the bard.
I've never seen that statue before.
The zombified remains of Mousemoto Slushy. Mousemoto was a legendary snake. She was able to get one more lesson before putting him to rest.
Okay, he's a pretty tough one. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, he does a lot of damage. Okay, I kind of have to be on the defensive on this one. I have to wait for him to attack. And then try to hit him, because he seems pretty powerful. Ah, damn it. Oof, that was stupid of me. One, two, three. Okay, I can do this. It's just a little tricky. Ah! Damn it. Ah, come on. Okay. I cannot just stay trying to bash him with the shield. That doesn't work either. It seemed like I was able to still bash him even though it wasn't hitting, but I guess it was just a slight glitch at that point. Oof, this guy's tough. Why did Amy Squeakmouse have to go and find trouble? Thanks a lot, Amy Squeakmouse. There we go, got him. Come on.
Reggie wished he could have learned from Mousemoto when he was alive. But now, his dual blades had fallen silent forever. Reggie directed Amy to the Crimson Key.
Nice.
Glad to have found her safe.
So we can use a sword. It doesn't do as much damage as the hammer, but it might be a little faster. So I might equip that. We can store that one. You store that one too. Hey, we got his clothes too. Hey, I'm not gonna be a total weeb. I think it'll have also bigger reach. Alright, let's drink some bug juice. Let's go back upstairs. Yeah, and the better reach is definitely gonna help. They stuck up on bullets. Bug juice. And I think just back to the kingdom. I wonder if there's any missions to do in any of the places we've already been to. Before we go to the Bright Fir Forest, we're gonna check out our other locations, see if there's anything that's popped up. Another missing bard. Chetty Mercury. Instead of Freddie Mercury, Chetty Mercury. Alright, famous for his unique front fangs and flamboyant singing style, the bard Chetty Mercury has gone missing in the crypts.
Seems Amy wasn't the only bard who hadn't reappeared. Rex still needed help.
Okay, let's go save Chetty Mercury. As much as I like the kind of musical references here, J. Ray says iconic OMG. Yeah, I know, right? But like I said, as much as I appreciate the iconic musicians appearing on this game, both at least 2 for 2 have been kind of tragic figures. Hopefully it doesn't
Amy
mean
was waiting with
anything.
Rex.
I'm just reading too much into
She'd
it.
remembered what they'd been looking for in the crypts. The Book of Immortal Song. Maybe Chetty Mercury was still searching the Hall of Books. The dream of music that lasts forever was worth the risk to these talented young bards.
And I, as your king, will go down and find him personally. I will not get a whole slew of loyal rat soldiers to do my bidding. All right, Chetty, where are you?
Pages from music books littered the ground, perhaps dropped in a hurry. Chetty must be near. But what had made this brave bard run?
The undead, probably. There we go. That's what I don't like. I gotta wait for them to finally be in sort of attacking mode. Yep. The katana is so far really good. I shouldn't even bother killing those little guys. They're there for giving me bud juice if I'm all out, but I didn't get hit once.
Reggie glimpsed Chetty running.
Where's
deeper into
Chetty
the
girl
crypts.
going?
Something had scared him. Something lurking in the shadows.
Hi, Fitty Joe. How's it going? Been a while. What you been up to? Alright, Fridio says, howdy Rosa, how's it going? Friday streams in this economy? Wowee! Yeah, I'm currently unable to do my daily missions. So instead, I'm doing these streams. Fridio says, gonna have a job interview on Monday. Not gonna lie, not looking forward to it. The workplace looks unorganized AF, but I guess I can still be wrong. Well, hopefully it goes well. What kind of job is it? Logistics for a construction firm. Ooh, sounds pretty good. Similar to the last one you worked. Okay, gotcha. Well, hopefully it goes well. But what you been up to in the meantime?
The lost musician, but Chetty wasn't leaving without the Book of Immortal Song. Reggie had little choice but to help the bard.
Free says, which was also unorganized, where they go, what? You don't want to stay for 11-hour shifts every day, even though on the contract stood 8 to 9 hours? You're a bad worker. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully this one won't treat you that way. But I can definitely understand how you feel. Trust me, in the Inquisition, they expect you to work even when they're not paying you.
As soon as Reggie set paw in the Hall of Books, he knew something was wrong. Something in the shadows, quieter than a mouse.
Okay, yeah, another boss. Via says, first I'm gonna get a look at of everything, and if it looks shit, I'm just gonna tell them no and leave. Okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully the job is a good one. I know that, unfortunately, money does not grow on trees, so I wish you the best of luck with your interview. Both in luck and that you aced the interview, and luck in that it's a good place for you to work.
It was Ray Mu, an infamous warlord known for his brutality with a halberd.
Wow, he's just like shredding. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't want to be close to that. It says it's Rat Lugu. Yes, it is. Oof. And he hits hard. I didn't see that one coming down. Alright, but we got this. He didn't seem that difficult. Why do I keep saying that? You gotta stop me from saying that. Video says, as said, I watched Superman today. Oh, how'd it go? Did you enjoy it? I've been wanting to watch that one. Video says, surprisingly though, it was honestly mid. That's what I'm worried about. Mid is not where you want to start a new franchise. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Oh wait, I keep passing it. This is the way down. Via says, it's just there are definitely some highlights in the movie. The biggest being Lex Luthor, Jimmy Olsen, Guy Gardner, and Mr. That's a lot of the highlights. Yeah, so far in this game video, we've actually gone up against Rat Thor, Miyamoto Musashi, and now we're going up against Rat Lubu. And video says, but there are definitely some lowlights, like Superman relying way too much on others' help.
As soon as Reggie set paw
I think I know what you mean.
Books, he knew something was wrong. Something in the shadows, quieter than a mouse. It was Bamboo, an infamous warlord known for his brutality with a halberd.
Oh, no, I ran right into it. Ah, I shouldn't have run into it. There we go, got him. He wasn't that hard.
Pages of the Book of Immortal Song. With a nod of thanks to Reggie, he scurried towards the surface. After all they'd been through, Reggie hoped the young bards gave a historic performance.
Okay, we got a new sword. I mean, I really like how the katana works so far, but I will try this one. And video says, but I have to mention this. In Black Adam, they made Hawkman one of the highlights in the film. He was like Captain America, the least amount of powers, but one of the most competent heroes around with a great leader personality. But Hawkgirl in Superman, ugh. They picked an actress who's only 5 feet short. She's shorter than Lois Lane. Oh, that's a shame. And before you said any of that, you set the Wrathology up in here. Yeah, I know, right? Let's try it out. Ooh, no helmet. Ooh, look at all the defense on that. Sure, I'll equip it. Video says, but I won't spoil any further. Oh, thank you, because I do want to see the movie. I am hopeful because, again, I've loved what James Gunn's done with pretty much all the franchises he's gotten into. And I am really rooting for him and DC actually pulling out a good, what's it called? A good, I guess cinematic universe, that's the word I'm looking for. Video says, but for me, personally, it was mid. But it can be subjective depending on the person. And Video says, also, did he call him Fang Boo? Yes, Fang Boo. Oh yeah, this game is just full of the rat puns. Video says, oh, there is something I can tell you to save time, Superman, if you want. What do you mean, save time, Superman? Let's try that new sword we got. Where is it? Yeah, is it? Because the movie has 2 after credit scenes, but you can honestly skip them if you want. Nothing new is being revealed, and it feels more like scenes that were on the chopping block that they reuse for after credit scenes. Okay, gotcha. I may watch them anyway, but thank you for the heads up. We'll see. If I'm not feeling up to it, you know, then I'll take your advice and not watch it. Video says, sorry, I'm being a downer. No, it's okay. I don't mind when opinions are expressed. And Eddie says, sorry for that. Didn't want to sour your hype for the movie. Honestly, I'm not all that hyped. I saw the trailer and I wasn't impressed by what I saw. But I'm still holding out hope. Like a smidgen of hope. But I'm still holding out hope. Because I really like James Gunn. And I want DC to do good. DC has always been my favorite of the two comic book companies. I just like more characters of DC than I ever liked of Marvel. So it's like I'm hopeful. And what also helps is that I just recently saw Penguin, and Penguin was amazing. It was such a good show. The video says, but Lex is a huge highlight. I think that's still a positive. That's a pretty good positive. Because villains is where you don't want to skimp out. I am digging this armor. Not so much the helmet. But the armor looks pretty sweet. Yeah, if you have not seen Penguin, definitely watch it. Yeah, let's switch out this helmet. Let's put on something a little bit more fitting. Actually, I'm kind of digging this right now. I think I might go with this. Definitely has a Conan vibe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. Video says, ooh, for me, it's Marvel. For instance, in my top 10 favorite comic book heroes of all time, 5 are Marvel, 3 are DC, and others are Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Spawn. Both of which are really good. I like the Ninja Turtles and I like Spawn. Those are both really good properties. Which are your 5 of Marvel and your 3 of DC? It's like, for me, I like a lot of things from Batman. So a lot of the characters of Batman are my favorite. At least as far as DC is concerned. I really do like Wonder Woman. She's probably my favorite, or at least one of my favorite female superheroes. But I think my top favorite female superhero might be She-Hulk. I think I like her a little bit more. But Wonder Woman's still great. It's like a toss-up between the two. Last time I was into Marvel, I liked Doctor Strange. He was probably my favorite at the time. I've gone back and forth between all kinds of different heroes, and I think it's usually due to bad comic book runs that I stopped liking them after a while. I think also Marvel Spider-Man was pretty great. I used to love him growing up. X-Men were great. Unfortunately, it's the operative word were great. They haven't been good in a while. Alright, video says number 1, Black Panther, number 2, Doctor Strange, number 3, Captain Marvel, aka Shazam. Well, Captain Marvel Shazam is DC, not Marvel. 4 is Spider-Man, and 5 is Nightwing. Okay, so yeah, that's you're mixing them all up. Okay, so gotcha. All right. Here we go. Okay, yeah, because I thought you were just putting out your favorite Marvel ones, and then you're gonna talk about your favorite DC ones. But you put them all together in one list. Okay, so I'm gonna go through it again. Number 1 is Black Panther. Black Panther's pretty cool. I haven't read enough of his comics to really get a good feel for him. All I have are the movies, and I think the movies are okay. I liked him more in Civil War than I liked him in his own movies. But he was pretty fun in Civil War. Doctor Strange is great. I loved that one comic book run that was drawn by Chris Bacalo. I can't remember who the writer was, but that Chris Bacalo run was gorgeous, and I loved the story of that one. Captain Marvel Shazam, he's pretty fun. I really liked his movie. The DC Captain Marvel movie was great. The Shazam movie was absolutely great. No notes. I loved Zachary Levi and the kid who played both Billy Batson. So they were really good. Then you said Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man's always great. I have a soft spot for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, especially what they did with him in No Way Home. That really hit me in the feels, I'm telling ya. Nightwing. Nightwing is great. Nightwing is absolutely great. I think he should have been the next Batman. They tried doing that for a little while, but then they retconned it and brought Bruce Wayne back. Thor's, then you say Thor's really fun. I've heard that his Herald of Galactus run is really good. I haven't read it though, so I don't know. Then 7, Casey Jones. Casey Jones is great. I remember really liking him in the movie. Then Constantine is a lot of fun. Every single time I've seen Constantine in anything, it's been great. The comics that I read were like the Rebirth comics of Constantine. So they were kind of okay. They didn't really grab me. But the shows and then the DC animated movies and of course the Keanu Reeves movie was really good. And Gambit is really good. I liked Gambit a lot. He wasn't my top X-Men though. My top X-Men was definitely Wolverine before it then became Deadpool, who doesn't count as an X-Men, but he is still part of that universe. And then 10th place Spawn. Spawn is great. I am unironically a fan of the movie. The movie of Spawn is great with John Leguizamo as a clown. I will not hear otherwise. It is still good. I love the fact that they got the guy who played Merlin in Excalibur to play his mentor, whose name escapes me at the moment. But I love that character. Just because they got that guy to play him. Okay. What do we got here? What did I miss? Because I kept going on and on and on. Alright, it's a video that said, yep, I still call him by his original name. I found out about Black Panther in 2010, 6 years before his MCU debut. Before his mainstream fame, I had to read his comics if I wanted to know more about him. The first Shazam movie was great. The second one was a disaster. Yeah, I'll definitely agree to that. The second one was pretty bad. And if he says Herald of Galactus, oh, Black Winter, yeah, that Thor run was all hype, no substance. Oh, that's a shame. It generally just felt like a giant wank comic, and it honestly led to nothing. That sucks. I heard it was really good. Dice, back when it was still running. I don't think it had been done yet. That's a shame. Yeah, massive comic book nerd right here. But I haven't read comics in a while. Honestly, I think they're not doing so good. Pretty much dropped a lot of my old fandom, and now I focus entirely on fighting games and Warhammer. Thea says, and his black armor was the best fit he ever had. Yeah, that's why. It looked really cool. Like, his design was badass. And I love the fact that it actually, the accent on it is like chest, that symbol that looks like a P. That's really the symbol of Thor in, like, the runic language. So I was like, okay, they really cooked with that design. Nefidia says, but the story was just wasted nothing. That's a shame. Alright, who else we gotta rescue here? Okay, Johnny what? Johnny Nashers. Oh, Johnny... I'm guessing Cash? Is it Johnny Cash? Famous for his soulful tunes, the bard Johnny Nashers has gone missing in the crypts. I think this one might be a little bit over my head. Johnny Nashers. Any musicians coming to mind? I'm thinking Johnny Cash, but it would then be called just Johnny Nash. I don't think it'd be Johnny Nashers. If anybody can figure this one out, please let me know. Violet says, but when it comes to villains, oh boy, then I sing a different tune.
If any more bards went missing, the Crimson Keep would fall silent. Reggie needed to speak to Rex and the other bards.
Yeah, they really gotta stop going into the crypt. Come on, guys, I can't keep rescuing all of you.
The bards explained that Johnny Nasher had gone into the crypts to buy tobacco from Bertle the Turtle. There'd been no sign or sight
Bertle
of
the Turtle.
either of them since.
Alright, so video says Deathstroke, Black Adam, Sabretooth, Lobo. Lobo's pretty good. I like Lobo. Bane. He's definitely underrated. Bane has just become a laughingstock of a character, but he was actually really cool when he first came out. I actually have his first comic. And then Ultron. I say what you will, I really liked Age of Ultron, the movie. I love the fact that James Spader played him as the sort of resentful son of Tony Stark. I really like that little hook to it. I wish he would have stayed around for more movies. They hadn't just killed him off. He was such a fun character. Carnage is really gay in the comics. Sorry, great in the comics, not gay. I think he's straight, but he might just be a killer, so I don't know. But at least in the movie, he was straight, because he had that one love interest. But then Gentleman Ghost, I don't know that one. Cersei's pretty fun. I did read a comic book run with Cersei in it that was pretty good. And then 10th place, Mr. Sinister. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh wait, yeah, Mr. Sinister from the X-Men. Okay, yeah. It's pretty cool too. Video says, by the way, I am talking mainly from comics when I'm talking about fairy heroes and villains. Yeah, I could tell. Those were all definitely villain characters. That means from comics, anyway. The other ones I didn't know is Gentleman Ghost. There are villains there I have a harder time picking. Video says, Gentleman Ghost literally his name, a ghost who is a gentleman, and he's just the best. What's he from, though? Like I said, I've never heard of him before. DC. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've never heard of him. I don't know why. Do I go the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. He says he was originally a Hawkman villain, but feuded with basically every JLA member at one point. Does he have like a black top hat, is mostly black, but white face with like black sunglasses? So, was he like the DC Justice League cartoon? I know that is what I think of when I think of a quote-unquote gentleman ghost. But I might be wrong. That guy might have been called Shade or something. He says he was in the Batman, the Brave and the Bold. I never saw Batman, Brave and the Bold. The whole kitschy thing just never quite sat right with me. It reminded me too much of the Adam West era of Batman, which, as funny as it is, I don't like the idea of Batman being funny. He says wears an old white suit, has no hands or head, invisible, a white top hat, and a monocle. Okay, yeah, I've never seen that guy.
The bard's pipe and tobacco pouch. Johnny would never have left them on purpose.
Okay, what's gonna attack me now? Come on, hurry up and get into the battle arena. Video says, and he rides a dead horse ghost. Nice. Yo, little bastard. Okay, hopefully that did it. Leo says, oh, I forgot an honorable mention for the heroes. Etrigan the Demon / Jason Blood, since they both share one body. Yeah, I know of him. I remember seeing him for the first time in the Batman animated series. Very fun character. And speaking of which, I recently saw The Doom That Came to Gotham, which is H.P. Lovecraft mixed with Batman. Very fun movie. It was actually very dark, which I wasn't expecting. Yeah, I know that it's supposed to be H.P. Lovecraft, and H.P. Lovecraft is normally dark, but I feel like this was even darker for a Batman animated movie. So, definitely a fun movie if you ever want to check it out. I wouldn't say it's great. It's got its flaws, but I still think I like what they did with the movie. Fia says, hold up. What? WTH? What movie? It's called The Doom That Came to Gotham. And it's Batman Gotham by Gaslight. You know, the sort of steampunky Batman. And so it's an alternate universe Batman. And it's Batman pretty much against Cthulhu. Or at least Batman meets H.P. Lovecraft style Cthulhu stories. But it's not really Cthulhu. Cthulhu isn't in the movie, but something like Cthulhu. It's got a different name, but it's the same idea. And I really like what they do with all the villains. All the villains get a Lovecraftian twist to them, which is actually really fun. So all the standard Batman villains, but with a Lovecraftian twist. Very good. Video says, oh, funnily enough, Jason Blood and Etrigan are in the movie too. That's why I brought it up.
As Reggie felled the last
Okay,
of the
got
undead,
him.
Bertle appeared, calling for help. A young rat was under attack. Reggie and Bertle rushed to his homestead.
Alright, Video says, have you read the recent Batman failsafe comics? No, I haven't. And the video says they were downright horrible. Is that the one where it's like, Batman is like supremely jacked and uses like his Batman symbol as an axe? He says that's absolute Batman. That one's great. Ah, okay. I don't know, that didn't sound all that appealing to me. But I've heard good reviews of Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and I don't know about Absolute Superman, but definitely those two get a lot of praise. Again, I haven't really been reading comics lately, so I don't know any of the newer stuff.
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. This fearsome toad king rode his lizard steed into many a battle, but this will be his last.
Oh, we're fighting against Genghis Khan. Ooh, he hit me hard. Video says, feel safe is where he creates a robot as a contingency plan for himself, and somehow that robot becomes so plot contrived, powerful, that it takes over Gotham and even Superman fears it. Plus includes multiverses. Ah, you lost me at multiverses.
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. This fearsome toad king rode his lizard steed into many a battle, but this will be his last.
How come I was blocking? Alright, still haven't figured out his trick, and he hits hard. Might want to switch to something a little bit more frog-related. As much as I'm liking this look, I need something that it's good against frogs. Because he is a frog. So hopefully this will actually be useful. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, give me that one. Uh-oh. I can't move. I think the game froze up. Alright, let's try that again.
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. This fearsome toad king rode his lizard steed into many a battle, but this will be his last.
Oh, come on, I was blocking. I'm not liking that. I'm blocking those. You're supposed to block those, and yet I'm still getting hit.
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. This fearsome toad king rode his lizard steed into many a battle. This would be his last.
Yeah, why am I still getting hit?
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. This fearsome toad king rode his lizard steed into many a battle, but this
Okay, this guy's a bit of a trickster.
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. His fearsome toads rode his lizard street into many a battle, but this would be his last.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Not
really
a horde,
dodge
but
those
Crocus
bombs
Khan.
since you're supposed to
His
block
fearsome
them, not
toad
dodge them.
rode his lizard steed into many a battle, but this would be his last.
You say sorry was at 2 a.m. soon, tired, EP. Wish me luck, as I with you luck. Oh, as I wish you luck. Have fun, Rosa, enjoy your stream. Don't forget to hydrate. Thank you. And you take care, okay? And good luck with your interviews tomorrow. The game is starting to get a little choppy here. So many Rose saying, doing the walk. Thank you, 70 Rose. Yeah, I don't know why the game's getting so choppy right now. Here, maybe we can exit the game here for a second and then try to get back to it. No, don't worry, I'm gonna try to set the game back up. Yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying watching me play Tales of Iron. I think we're already at that point where we're kind of done with the game. And it seems like we're just doing little missions on the side. Would you guys like to see me continue those little missions, or would you like me to try something else for the next game stream?
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. This fearsome Toad King rode his lizard steed into many a battle. But this would be his last.
Yeah, those arrows are tricky because I'm supposed to dodge them. I'm getting the prompt to dodge them, but I'm still getting hurt by them. And there's no other way to dodge arrows. You're supposed to block them. So it's like, I'm not sure what to do there. J-Ray says Nier Automata maybe. I don't have Nier Automata. I have other games though, and I'm probably not gonna play anything that's too high intense graphically. That my computer can't handle streaming and a high intense graphically, what should I say, a graphically intense game. So it'll probably be something else. I have a whole list of games we can choose from. I still have to decide what game would be fun to play next. And then somebody Rose says, I think a new game or 20 little missions would be good. Not a wrong choice there. Okay, as long as you guys are still enjoying the little missions. I mean, like I said, I don't think there's much left in this game. Maybe at most another stream, but I feel like that's pushing it. We might be done like midway through the next stream.
Not a horde, but Crocus Khan. This fearsome Toad King rode his lizard steed into many a battle. But this would be his last.
We gotta get him off that, whatever that weird lizard thing is. Not a horse, but it's kinda like a horse.
This fearsome Toad King rode his lizard steed into many a battle. But this would be his last.
Ah, come on!
It's rumored
Got
that
him!
1 in 8 frogs can trace their lineage to the planet Crocus. But this old toad would sire no more. With Crocus defeated, Johnny and Bertle thanked Reggie for his help. Reggie hoped in the future they would find safer and less pungent places to trade.
Yeah, probably better to do that. Wow, overall, a lot better defense and equipment. I think I'm gonna store that. I have a new Genghis Khan armor. And I still like the Lubu one. The Lubu one with this little helmet and the little kingly crown. I think this looks really nice. I think I'll stay with that shield. And that falchion actually looks pretty good. Oh, hold on. It's only Roses. How's your week been going, Rosario? It's been going pretty good. Very busy. Doing a lot of planning, you know, for future missions and whatnot. And hopefully all these plans turn out well. Also, just so you guys are aware, the latest Rosario rants came out this week. Actually came out on the 10th, which was 2 days ago. No, yesterday, sorry. Yeah, so it came out yesterday. Hopefully you guys like it. I put a lot of work into that. How's your week? I can't even talk today. Serios, how's your week been? How's your week been? Finally can say it. Alright, back to the castle. So many roll sets. It's been good overall. Very busy. Hopefully the good kind of busy. Oh wait, there's bullets in there. Let me go and grab those. Alright, hopefully no more musicians in the crypts. I don't know how many more of these rescue missions am I willing to take on. Here we go. Now we gotta rescue everybody, I'm betting. The Kin's Tale. Now the band is back together. They need a place to perform their new song about their adventure. Rex would like to build a pub in the Crimson Keep cellar. It's a kind of king would provide the materials. If a kind king would provide the materials. So I gotta buy everything. Oh, by the way, 7A Rose, all these little rats, they all have musician pun names. You got Amy Squeakmouse, aka Amy Winehouse. You got Chetty Mercury, aka Freddie Mercury. And the one that I'm not too sure about is the one on the far left, which is Johnny Nasher, which all I could think about was maybe Johnny Cash. But I'm not 100% on that. I don't think he quite looks like Johnny Cash. And I feel like if it were Johnny Cash, it would be like Johnny Nash, not Nasher. But again, that's just my speculation. I could be wrong.
Rex asked the king to meet the bards in the cellar. He had a grand vision for the Crimson Keep's dark storeroom.
Can I go this way? Yeah, I can.
Rex's plan was to convert the dank cellar into a bustling pub, if some rat could gather the materials. Reggie was happy to find what they needed. If for no other reason, then it may stop so many bards disappearing into the crypts.
Okay, we gotta go outside. He was a rat by his own hand. So he needs hammer and nails. And 5 gold. How much gold do I have? I got plenty of gold. Pub construction materials. This handy kit has all the materials needed to build a new pub and music venue that will fit perfectly in the Crimson Keep's cellar.
The trader was relieved to hear the bards had a trade to fall back on for when this musician fantasy inevitably failed. So he offered a good price. having the necessary materials, Reggie handed them over to Rex and the Bards. Reggie wondered if they had even a basic understanding of construction. Reggie could see himself
The
standing
King's Tail
inside
Tavern.
The King's Tail, basking in the music, sipping red berry wine, and regaling the rat folk with tales of his battles, whether they wanted to be regaled or not.
This is so cute. Alright, back to work. We got one, I think, other mission to do, which I think opens up a new map. Gotta go meet up the squirrels. Yeah, if you thought it was just rats, you were wrong. We have rats, Momen, and squirrels to deal with. Well, not Momen, just moles. But I sometimes feel compelled to say man after mole. Don't ask me why, maybe I've watched too many Simpsons episodes. Before we go, let's check out the other villages, just to make sure there's no little missions here. So far, it seems pretty bad here. Ooh, some new stuff. Buy that, buy that, buy that. The music for this game is such a nice little tune here. Okay, so there are missions here. I figured there might be. So we're not dealing with the scrolls just yet. Ooh, the mudworm. Believed to be a scary story rat folk tell their children to keep them out of the mines, the mudworm was believed to be extinct, but their screams are once again echoing in the depths. Reggie must investigate.
Since Reggie had dealt with the Grub Queen, nothing had disturbed the miners. But now, they whisper of a legendary giant. Reggie believed the mudworm was a long-dead creature of rat pup tails, made out to be giant, but only half the size of a cow grub.
Alright, what else? Before we do that, let's go ahead and check out the other mission, or at least set it up. Go away, yeah, it would be in the, in this board here. Strange creature. This one again? It appears that Reggie didn't remove all the strange creatures from the sewers. Reggie can't allow even one to linger.
The Rangers have heard reports of
getting
the strange creature nearby, but they don't believe it. Claims about its size can't be true. Only one way to find out.
Alright, where is it? Okay, so that's where that one is, and then this one's over there. Let's go ahead and deal with the strange creature first. That's one. Got it. Nice.
Another of these fanged and clawed creatures. But if he could kill one Reggie reasoned, he could kill two.
here we go. Alright, we can store that. We don't need that. That's actually a pretty neat looking armor. However, I like what I got right now.
The Rangers were
So
wrong.
store that.
The creature was real, and nothing about its size was exaggerated. Sometimes a tall tale is worth hearing.
Oh hey, there seems to be some treasure over here. Okay, more stuff that I'm not gonna be using. Oh wow, I kinda like the look of that, but again, I like my look right now. So I'm gonna store that. Might be quicker to go the other way. Well, let's double check. Yeah, I think it might be quicker to go the other way. No! Yep. Hold on. Now let's get some bug juice. And be ready for anything. And I'm wondering maybe having all these scenes open up is slowing things down. It's gonna be something I'm gonna have to figure out later. Yeah, right now, really, my all my coding isn't really slowing down. Alright, let's get some bud juice and then we'll go off for the other mission. Still says it's slowing me down, so let me try a lower setting. Hopefully this is good enough. But now I'm gonna have to resize this. It's okay, hopefully that does it. No, it's still saying that the encoding is still too high. Well, maybe not. We gotta go that way. Gotta go that way. Keep up the good work, boys. Boys. Okay, I think that did it, and it shouldn't be freaking out anymore. I had a fast travel method here, but I didn't even think about it. Alright, let's check out the mission. Yep, it's right here. Okay, we gotta keep going straight. Why is it still saying how to press an X? The game's glitching out on me now. Now's not a good time to glitch out on me, boy.
Reggie was wrong. These mudworms could outrun and still
Oof, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that either. Not great. Ah, come on. Come on. That should not hit. I am not in the hit radius. Come on, I'm not in hit radius. You evil, evil thing. Alright. He's not hurt, he's just lying about his hit radius. Oh, come on! You dirty rat. I'm the rat. Not you. So stop playing dirty. It's my job. J-Ray says, see y'all next time. Hey, you take care, okay? Wish me luck on this guy. Oh, you dirty fighting boss. Got him!
Hacking his way through
Oh,
that
that was a close one.
Today to go. Still, the head of a legendary mudworm to adorn his royal bedchamber would be no small reward.
I think I gotta equip that. Store that. Store that. Yeah. We'll store that. And that was just like a fat suit. Barely survived that one. Hang a fire in my soul, rise iron. Rise up, ding ding like glitter and gold. Yeah, like glitter and gold. Hey, where do I gotta go? Kinda weird. Ooh, that hurt. Well, at least I could reach him. So I could have gone to the village. You lied to me. Ooh, a new blueprint. Can't buy that. Okay, here we go. Another mission. The Grub King. I don't know if we have enough time to beat the Grub King. Grub King is in the mines looking for his lost queen. The miners think it would be best if Reggie gives him the bad news.
The Grub King had been sighted in the mines, no doubt in search of his queen. Reggie wondered how best to break the news to him. Probably with a sword.
Over there, huh? Well, let's see if we can make it. Alright, says he's here. Let's see how we do.
The miners were evacuated on hearing the roars of the Grub King. Reggie wondered if it already knew.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows his wife is dead. Oh, this new grab. Ooh, this one killed me quick. And I don't think he's actually the boss.
The miners were evacuated on hearing the roars of the Grub King. Reggie wondered if it already knew.
Well, I exploded when I killed it. Alright, we're gonna need some grub killing gear. So it might look a little ridiculous. Alright, so... Okay, I think what I have is good as far as grub resistance. Alright. I think this should prepare us for the Grub King. These guys are rough. Yeah, probably a good idea to maybe stock up before we do that. Okay, I think we're ready for the Grub King now. Hopefully it doesn't take us more than 6 minutes to beat him. He's there in the background. Hitting me hard with all his buddies.
Made it hard to miss. The beast was heading deeper into the mines, to his queen's lair.
Yo, where'd he go? Looks like we're not gonna finish this mission today, varlets. The coward Grub King doesn't feel like facing me. there's a treasure that I somehow missed. I'm gonna go try to find that. Okay, it's not here, it's below. So never mind, we're not gonna probably find that today. Looks like despite being done with the game, we're not quite done just yet.
The miners wished their king luck. Reggie had to get to the bottom of the mines before the Grub King finds the Queen's lair, and whatever might be left of her.
And I think here's where we're gonna leave it. But yeah, I hope you Varlets have been enjoying the game. I think maybe next week will actually be the last one we do. Yeah, at least the last one for Tales of Iron. But yeah, again, if you like what I do, like to support, please consider subscribing to my Twitch channel or donating to my Ko-Fi at Rosario Rivas Art. Or if you missed an episode, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, which is also called Rosario Rivas Art. And you can also check out my Instagram, which is called Rosario Rivas Art. And there I post all my latest updates, so you can stay in tune for everything that I'm doing. And yeah, don't forget that my latest YouTube Rosario rant came out yesterday. It's called Should the Story of Waimafurike Progress? I'm very proud of it. I actually put a lot of work into the editing, so hopefully you Varlets like it. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and see if we can raid somebody. All right, there's actually a few people. So let's go ahead and raid Painty Paint Paints. Yeah, Painty Paint Paints is currently painting a mini, so hopefully it's something fun. But anyway, Varlets, I'm going to go ahead and start signing out. So I've been Rosario US, and I'm going to be signing out from the Grim Dark as soon as this raid starts. So bye-bye, Varlets.